So one of the most expensive mistakes you can make as a business owner is pricing your product or service wrong. And most people have no idea they're doing it. In fact, pricing affects way more than just how profit you make. It affects how much you can afford to spend on ads. It affects your conversion rate, which ultimately affects how fast you can scale. Even a small change in price can either double your profit per customer or literally cut your business in half. And that difference alone can completely change how your business performs. If you price too low, you might get some sales, but you won't have room to scale. If you price too high, your conversion rate drops, your acquisition cost goes up, and scaling becomes a little bit too expensive. So there's this sweet spot, and you should use that to your advantage. So today, I'm going to break down 4 of my favorite pricing strategies that you can use when it comes to pricing your product. I strongly recommend you watch this till the very end if you want to save yourself valuable time and expensive mistakes that I fell for. So let's get into it. 1. Cost-based pricing. The first pricing strategy is the most simple one, and that's the cost-based pricing. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're selling a product that costs you $12 from your supplier, and you decide to sell it for $35. So now you're thinking, great, I'm making over $20 per sale. But if you actually break it down, you have the shipping cost, which will cost you around $5. You're spending money on packaging, you're spending money on ads, you're hit with unexpected expenses. And suddenly your real cost isn't $12 anymore. It's closer to $20, maybe even $22. So your $20 margin just turned into a $12 per sale, which is very different from what you first expected. And that right there is the whole point of the cost-based pricing. It's about knowing what it actually costs you to make a sale, or your break-even point, and then adding a markup on top of it. So the formula is simple. Total cost plus markup equals selling price. You can usually multiply your final cost by 2.5 or 3 for a very healthy margin, and that becomes your final price. So if it costs you $22 overall, you're probably not selling it for $34 anymore. You're somewhere around $55 or $60. Now you actually have room to run ads, test, and to potentially scale your brand. And if the performance dips for a week, you're not sitting there stressed over every dollar. You can always bring the price down later if you need to, through a discount. So before you think about value, branding, or scaling, make sure you know your real cost per unit. Which brings me to the second pricing strategy, which is the market-based pricing. Before you decide on a number, just see what other brands like yours are charging. Ideally, brands that are targeting the same customer and have a similar level of quality products. I'm not telling you just to blindly copy it, because maybe they're doing a mistake. Just use it as a reference point so you can match the market. You can go slightly below if you want to compete on price, or you can go slightly above if you're positioning yourself as a premium brand, as long as it's justified. Now you're pricing within a realistic range that customers are already used to. Because if everyone's at $60 and you're suddenly at $120 without a strong brand to back it up, it's going to be hard to convert. And if everyone's at $60 and you're at $29, people might question the quality of your product. So understand the range first and then price intentionally. The third way to price is value-based pricing. Instead of asking, what does it cost me, or what is everyone else charging, you ask yourself, what is this actually worth to the customer? Because customers don't pay you based on what it costs you to make. They pay you based on what they believe the product is worth. So if your product solves a painful problem, saves time, improves confidence, or just makes someone feel better about themselves, that has value. You might have a product that costs you $15 to make, but it solves a real problem for someone. They might happily pay $80 for it because it feels worth of $80 to them. In this pricing strategy, you're no longer pricing based on your expenses, but rather based on perceived value. That is how massive brands like Apple, Gymshark print money over time. They don't price based on cost. They focus on making the product more valuable. They make that value obvious, and then they price it to match it. That's why two brands can sell almost the exact same product and one charges the double, because one of them made the value obvious. So the question you need to ask yourself, what makes your product worth more? What makes it different? what makes it better? If you can clearly answer that and your branding supports it, you're no longer competing on price. Value becomes the reason people buy. And the fourth and final strategy I will cover in this video has nothing to do with raising your price. Most brands are obsessed with the idea of increasing the price by $5 or $10. They go from 50 to 55 and expect to change everything. It doesn't. If someone is already buying from you, the hardest part is done. They trust you. Getting that person to add more to their cart is much easier than finding a brand new customer. So instead of charging more for the same product, start thinking of how you can increase how much each customer is spending. So instead of selling one unit for $50, create a bundle, 2 for $90, 3 for $120. Add a complimentary gift. Give them a reason to spend more right now. If your average order value goes from $50 to $90, your margins grow instantly. That's how massive brands dominate markets. They don't just raise their prices, they improve the numbers first, then they scale. So before you try to raise your base price again, look at how you can increase the size of your order. And I call that the AOV strategy. So if you made it this far into the video, just comment down below the number 33 so I know you paid attention, and let me know which topic you want me to cover next. And if you found this valuable and want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.